Uh, oh, Evie magazine. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that Evie magazine exists, uh, and I like a lot of their content. And we are cultural allies. Traditionalist men and traditionalist women should be allies. So this is just more friendly fire, if you will, because sometimes the things that they come out with is just okay. So I just have to comment on this article because it sort of touches a sore spot for me. It's a kind of lie that's told to that's put out there that convinces credulous men uh, to abandon their common sense. So the title, as you can see, seven things men do that aren't sexual but are still super sexy. And of course, Brad Pitt. There you go. I mean, seven. What are seven things Brad Pitt could do, or an incredibly handsome, high status, rich, powerful, attractive man could do that would be super sexy? I think just about anything he would do would be super sexy to a lot of women. Let's just call a spade here, okay? If you're if you're a multimillionaire, movie star, actor, handsome, you know, you could probably projectile vomit, and that would be super sexy. It's like, it's so sexy when you projectile vomit, Brad Pitt. Please do it again. Okay, so okay, I don't want to read this whole thing, but when I began reading this, I had this crystal clear vision in my head of a shirtless, six-packed, golden-skinned alpha male launching his car into a nearby river to rescue a shivering three-legged puppy struggling to swim. All right. Unfortunately, that's okay. So anyway, let me go back to that though, because that's already she's already the authoress of this article is already giving the game away. I had this crystal clear vision in my head of a shirtless, six-packed, golden-skinned alpha male launching his car into a nearby river just to rescue a three-legged puppy. Um, if it's a sort of slightly pudgy, chinless nerd, and he's rescuing, he's plunging his car to rescue a puppy from the river. That's not so sexy anymore, is it? You're giving the game away. You're giving the game away at the very beginning. I mean, it's that transparent. Okay. So unfortunately, that seemed a little too obviously sexy and maybe a tad unrealistic. So with my own less vivid imagination, I put together a collection of non-sexual things that men do that are still super sexy. When he dresses well and cares about his appearance. Okay, well, you know what? I mean, since we're on the subject of Brad Pitt, there were tons of movies where he was slovenly as hell. I mean, I think during the whole '90s, he was like Mr. Grunge, but he was hot, so it didn't matter. Uh, I think maybe there were a couple. Maybe when we got into the aughts, he got a little more dapper. But like in 12 Monkeys, even Fight Club, the kind of look that he was throwing down there, was not dress. He did not dress well. Um, now, so good fashion sense turns a solid 5 into a 9. There's a cute guy who dresses terribly and an average-looking guy who always makes the effort to tidy up so well. I don't know about you ladies, but I know who I'm choosing. The cute guy who dresses terribly. That's who you choose. And if you say otherwise, you're lying. When he's spontaneous, be spontaneous. Be spontaneous, guys. You just got to be spontaneous. Women like it when you're spontaneous. Why can't you be more spontaneous? Did he bring you flowers and you never even had to ask him? Well, I don't know. Do you look like a geek? Do you look like a nerd? Are you an uggo? He brought you flowers. And you, then what are you? Then what's your response to that? Thanks. Did he surprise you by telling you to wear something pretty and meet him for dinner? Again, picture the same. It doesn't even have to be a incredibly ugly guy, but just sort of an average looking guy. Just hey, wear something pretty and I'll meet you for dinner. Did he twirl you around the street and kiss you in the rain? Again, imagine this is not the Notebook. I know that's what a lot of ladies picture when they think about a couple making out in the rain. Probably in some other rom-coms as well. But picture that, except the guy is just sort of average looking or below average looking. It doesn't matter. It's not appealing. All right. It's the only time that it's appealing. I said it doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters what he looks like. Okay, sure, some of it sounds a little silly. You might even cringe a little, but when you're into someone, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so scrolling down. When he's chivalrous. Yes. Okay, again. Hello, my lady. I mean, picture the dork. Picture the geek. They're plenty chivalrous. They'll bring you flowers. They'll throw their coat down on the ground so that your feet don't get wet. They'll hold the door open for you. And I mean, I'm not saying you don't appreciate it, ladies. If any such people are watching, I'm not saying you don't appreciate it, but it's not sexy. Not unless the guy is already somebody that you find sexy. That's the only time in which gestures like this are quote unquote sexy. All right. I mean, okay, we read when he's close with his family. Okay, yeah, I mean that's nice. It's good for it's. I mean, it's a nice thing to see when anybody's close with their family. Sexy though. I mean, again, the point. I don't want to belabor this point. I'm afraid I may already have done so. But the point is, if you're not already sexy, these kinds of things are not sexy. Okay, they are not. Moving down. No, it's sweet when a guy just adores his parents, talks highly of his loved ones, and is protective over his siblings. It's nice, it's refreshing, it's comforting. Maybe so, but it's not sexy. Okay? I'm not saying that women don't appreciate average-looking men or below average-looking men who exhibit these kinds of characteristics or virtues, if you will. I'm just saying they don't find it sexy unless the guy is already somebody that they find sexy. So if you are somebody that they don't already find sexy, then you don't get sexy by doing these things. That's the lie that I think needs to be. We need to dispel. This thing needs to be clarified, and at the risk of sounding like a black pillar or something. Because I'm not a black pill guy. I'm not a looks maxing guy. I'm not a it's over kind of guy. I do think that we have to be honest. We have to stop perpetrating these kinds of lies. Men deserve to know the truth. We all deserve to know the truth. That's all. All right. When he's good with children. Now look, I know women like it when men are good with children. When it's sweet. It's it makes your day. It maybe makes you get a little choked up or something. That's fine, but it doesn't make the guy more sexy. Okay, if he's somebody that you find to be uh, kind of a dork, this doesn't make him less of a dork. This doesn't make him sexy. You just think, well, that's very sweet, you know. And but I still like this hot guy better. Now, if the hot guy is good with children, then it's like, oh, yeah, we've all seen a guy into hold a baby and just die, right? We've all seen a guy. Okay, we've all seen a guy we're into hold a baby and just die, right? Yes, you knew it was coming, but women are Rudy. We're programmed to want to procreate, to be caregivers. And I don't know a more natural love inducer than a cute guy holding an even cuter baby. So again, they give the game away. It's not just a guy, it's a cute guy. Most girls love babies. Smart men love babies too, because they know women do. Okay. That's really that's why you should be nurturing and care about children, just because it'll get you the ladies. It won't. The thing is, it won't. Not if you're the Elephant Man. Or not, forget again. You don't have to be hideously deformed or anything like that. Just none of these things. My point is, none of these things make you sexier if you are not sexy to begin with. Okay. Okay. See, okay, there we go. Male model playing with a baby, and women swoon over that. Show me playing with a baby. Women aren't going to swoon over that. And I'm not saying that bitterly. I'm just I think I was bitter. I would have at one time been bitter about it, just because it's a lie. But I mean, we can't help the way we are, the way we're. The loins want what they want, to rephrase Woody Allen, which is what he really meant anyway. So, when he knows what he wants in life and what to eat for dinner, is this man driven? Does he have his life goals set out? Is this a man who has his act together? Okay. So if he's young and scrappy and on the has big dreams, but he's not much to look at, and I don't know, double chinned and I don't know what could stand to lose some weight or is a little short. Then it doesn't really. I mean, it can still be, again. It can still be impressive to be ambitious. It doesn't make you sexy. You're not ambitious. Being ambitious doesn't make you sexy, unless you're already sexy. Then all of these things, men with goals are sexy. Well, okay, men with goals. I mean, Quasimodo had goals, didn't he? Did that make him sexy? Okay, thinks about unrealistic human Zeus from the beginning, rescuing the puppy again. Again, this author is just giving it away. All right, let's see. And of course, the classic, when he's funny. Oh God, this one kind of sticks in my craw, just because. Well, what it makes me think of is Albert Brooks. Remember Albert Brooks? He was in a couple. He was in. He was in Taxi Driver, and he was also in Broadcast News. He played the same kind of guy. This nebbishy sort of, benign kind of nerd, Jewish nerd. And he was funny. I mean, yeah, he made Sybil Shepherd laugh, and he made what was her name, Holly Hunter, made her laugh, but when he wasn't the one she wanted to jump in bed with, that's for sure. So this whole thing about just be funny, be funny. I mean, uh, imagine being at dinner with an uptight, humorless sourpuss. Yeah, nobody wants that, unless he looks, unless he's really handsome, and I don't know. or unless he's really appealing. Again, I'm not saying if you're a man, being sexy is all about looks. It's a bunch of things. Uh, you know, it's not just looks. It's also swagger and attitude and I don't know what have you. But I am saying that you have to have the quality. You have to already be seen as sexy before these things become sexy. Being funny, just the whole thing about oh you're funny. Like, just try to be funny. I think maybe this sticks in my craw a little bit because I'm not a very spontaneously funny kind of guy, and I often got accused, why so serious, Nowicki? I often got accused of being too serious just because I think my resting face, some people have a resting bitch face. I have a kind of a resting solemn face. And so I might be one of those uptight, humorless sourpusses at dinner. But if I was a 9 or a 10, the ladies wouldn't care about that. Uh, so so again, my point through all of this is just, come on, man. To quote our president, come on, man. It's not being sexy. These things don't make you sexy, and men, don't be credulous when you read the bullshit like this. Uh, I'm not saying be bitter about anything. You shouldn't be bitter. You should uh, have a stoical approach, and you should understand that we are the way we are, uh, and that's nobody's fault. It's not a question of right or wrong. There are moral questions, but this is not one of them. Who women are attracted to, who men are attracted to. These are not questions of virtue. Uh, okay, but don't don't be ridiculous. Don't make a fool of yourself. Don't trip over. Don't read articles like this, and then trip over yourself trying to embody these kinds of characteristics that they say will make you sexy, because it ain't true. Thanks for watching.